Happy Sunday Tuesday. Sunday? Happy Sunny Tuesday. Sorry, I was just filling my aqua painter up. I just had a last minute thought of something I could do. So hi, it's a slightly disorganised Marie from Messy M Creations. I trust you are all well and finding ways of staying cool. If you are catching me live, then please say hello and I can interact. And if you are on replay, please do say hi, because I do like to know that you have caught up and see what you think to what I'm playing with. So we're going tropical on a Tuesday, the Tropic Tuesday, and kind of appropriate for the weather that we're having. So just playing catch up on my tablet so I can see if anyone is about. Oh, hi Ali. Oh, literally as I was coming on live, Ali, I saw your messages, so I think you've sorted yourself out, so that's all good. Right, what am I doing? There's a good question. So I'm playing with Timeless Tropical today and going with kind of tropical like colours. So I'm picking out the new Magenta Madness and Misty Moonlight, and I've picked the Granny Apple Green because it's a nice bright green, Coastal Cabana because it seems to currently be a favourite of mine, and the So Saffron for a yellow. This set does come with dies as well, but today I'm not using the dies. I am just going to be stamping. Double check I don't have any, no volume on there, that's good. Slurp of coffee. Oh, I had a wander around honestly. Waitrose is dangerous for me when I've got a trolley. We used to go every couple of days and I just used to do a basket. And now I have to take a trolley. I see all sorts and I end up in all sorts of places and spend way more than I intended. But I found out that Littles do the hazelnut coffee to go in our new coffee machine. So I've just had a taste of it. It's rather nice if I do say so myself. So I have made some card bases out of the colours that I've chosen, and I've also selected some of the 6x6 designer series paper. I've got some card bases and I've got a little note card available as well, because this is a fantastic set, I think, for any level of stamping. So I thought we'd start with a little note card and some nice simple stamping in all. I think this is possibly a bit big. Oh, actually no. So I'm going to show the masking technique because it's not complicated and it's a very easy way. I'm just going to, I might pop a few of those around and a greeting. So I've pulled out May Your Birthday Be Memorable and Thank You. And actually, if I'm just playing with where I'm going to stamp things, that might be quite cute. So essentially, masking, using the post-it note, stamping your image so that the sticky part of the post-it note is included in the image that you stamp out. You then cut that around. So I've done a few of these flowers because I have a couple of ideas. I thought that big one might be too big for this card, but I might oh dear, I'm not very good at cutting and talking. One thing at a time. Oh dear, I'm a woman. I'm letting down womankind there by not being able to multitask. So it's hotting up over the next few days. So I hope everybody's prepared for that. It's the one time of year that I'm glad I live in a house that's generally quite cold. We don't really get direct sunlight in the house, so at any other time of year you're like, oh, it's so cold, I've got to have the heating on. But when it's this hot, you're like, whew. Now I think I am going to go with my original plan. I'm going to put that somewhere. So whenever I've made a mask, I always keep it with the stamp set. So what I might do, I kind of need to ring fence that area because I don't want to do any stamping around there. So I am going to use all the different colours, and actually I'm not going to use the blue. I'm going to go with the green. Oh, why not go with blue? Who says flowers can't be blue? Let's get them all out. Let's go for it. Of course, now my little masks are sticking to my paper, so I can't move them. So I'm going to do, so all my colours open. I have got the Stamp Right markers in 2 in colours as well as an aqua painter, just in case. I've got a bit of everything around me. And let's get a thing, what's his name ready as well. When I say what's his name, I mean chamois is the word I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's first of all get one into that area. I'm going to stamp some of the colours. Oh, I love that Magenta Madness, beautiful bright colour. To be careful that we have cleaned that off our stamp, otherwise everything will have a hint of Magenta Madness. Let's go Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to do Coastal Cabana kind of going off the card, and then I'll do Misty Moonlight, I think, up in that corner. Who says flowers can't be blue? So I'm just going to double check. Oh, that's almost perfect. Because I love Magenta Madness, I'm going to do the greeting in Magenta Madness. I'm going to put the greeting on because I don't want any flowers over my greeting. So quick little greeting stamped in that corner. Hi Kim, hope you're well. Hope you're managing to stay cool. So what I'm now going to do with my little masks is ensuring that I've got the Post-it note sticky bit. I'm just going to pop, it's one that matters which way around it goes, so I'm going to pop my masks on. Of course it would be one I've now got to work out which way around my masks go on. That'll be alright. Kind of assumed that was even, but it's not. Unless my cutting out's that bad. Don't think it's that bad. So there we go. 4 masks. I cut out 5 because I sense I'm going to need more than that. And then, without thinking too much about colour, I'm going to stamp another series. If I end up with, as part of the advantage of masking is you're not going to be too worried about colour and whether you've used that colour in that area, because this, I'm just going to do it kind of random. Getting a multicoloured flower. I'm going to put, oh, being careful not to, actually I might just pop that mask on that one because I'm going to put my Coastal Cabana one up there. So then I can remove that mask and move it down. And choose, I'm going to put another Granny Apple green so as not to go over my greeting. So what the mask is doing is kind of causing that flower, if that makes sense, to kind of look like it's behind. So, you know, it's simple stamping, we are literally just using ink stamps and a note card, but we're creating, well, hopefully we're creating, I'll find out when I take the little post-it notes off. Just think we're creating a nice colourful little card, and I just think that looks gorgeous. So you could use as many or as few colours as you wanted. You could do them all the same colour, you could use 2 colours, you could, oh, the world is your oyster. Just going to whip, oh actually I might pop another one up in that corner. What colour should we go for that? Should we go Coastal Cabana? But I think it's, you know, the key is not really necessarily kind of thinking too much about where you're placing what colours, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does in my, makes sense in my strange little head, but I could just be slightly melting in the heat, and I'm not going to complain about it. We've had all that lovely rain. Yeah, well actually I will complain. The only thing it's going to do is the weeds are going to go crazy, aren't they? We had all that rain and now they're going to go, oh, it's lovely sunshine, I'm coming out to play. I swear to God, in a garden I spend a day weeding and turn around and the buggers are grown back again. So then if I take all my masks off, oh, went a bit yellow in that area there, but that's fine. How simple and beautiful is that? And I think all we need to add to that is maybe a few little embellishments in the little gaps that I've got. So nice kind of, oh, I might cut those little, no. What have we got? I fancy just some, what they're quite simple with little Diamante. Oh God, don't. I just think there's a couple of little gaps there. They're just calling out for a little bit of. So all I've used is a few stamp sets, a few ink colours. Could be any colours. One stamp, one greeting. And all you need to create masks is a post-it note pad. Other brands are available. Obs. One just happened to be, oh, that one's gone upside down. Just fancy having one there. So, finding places to put things. There we go. Colourful, pretty card. Ink, paper, and a post-it note. So say, literally to create those, really, really easy. And once I've made them, I do keep them. They do kind of get to a point where they do get very, very inky, and you just need to remake new ones. But that's quite a simple thing to do. As I say, I've ended up with quite a few yellow ones there, but nothing stops you doing more. Or the other thing that we could do with our Stamp Bright markers, add a little bit more colour if we wanted, or you could use, it's quite bright in the old magenta madness, I don't want too much, but I might just ink a few in. So this is, I've got the in colour for the new shades in the markers, so it's quite a nice little set to add to your collection. Because what you can do with these pens as well is use them on a rubber stamp. Just add a little bit of colour. Another thing that we can potentially do as well, because this is water-based ink, I could just spread that. Oh, maybe not going to let me. By adding a little bit of water, we'll get a little bit of run, only the smallest amount. Just pull it out slightly. Just a little bit. Comes out very pale. Oh, sorry, got my notifications on, beg your pardon. Yeah, so that's that. You could make that addition if you wanted to. So we have that one. Then I thought we'd play on some base cards. So again, I am sticking to the same colours. So actually, do you know what I might do? Oh no, because I haven't got. I'm just thinking about my palm tree. I don't really have the right colours. So what we can do is with our aqua, well, they're not called aqua painter now, with our brush, sorry, I don't know the correct name for them now. So essentially it's a brush filled with water, but I mean you could take any paintbrush that you happen to have. So I'm just inking up the leaves so that they are green. So fingers crossed this is going to work. It normally does. But you know how Sod's Law likes to play with us. And he does. What colour am I going to do the trunk? That's the only. So I'm going to use my So Saffron because I'm trying to keep within my colour mix. So what you have the ability to do is close your ink pad and squeeze it together, and it transfers some of the ink onto the other side of your box. Then you can ink up so all I'm going to do is keep our fingers crossed, bit of heavy breathing onto that, and I'll pop my palm trees there. Oh, it's a little bit wet, but we're going to let that dry. We'll let that dry for a moment. I've just realised I need a mask for my palm trees. So I was going to put a little tropical flower behind it. So where's my post-it notepad gone? Just there. So we'll happen to have So Saffron open. So I'm just going to do a quick, oh that's quite a nice So Saffron onto an orange post-it note. Quite like a bit of masking. It's quite, I don't always like the fussy cutting in the mask of course, but as I say, that it's, you can kind of create the masks and then keep them so that you've got a little stash, so you don't have to cut them every time. I don't always have the patience for fussy cutting. One of my colleagues, Yuta, absolutely loves fussy cutting. I should just send her everything, shouldn't I, that needs fussy cutting. But she loves it. But on a mask, don't have to be terribly accurate. And what I am going to need to do is cut up in between my trees. Hi Jeanette, hope you're well. Hope you're keeping cool as well. Gone a bit tropical today for the weather. Actually, I read somewhere that we've got a better weather forecast than Ibiza for this week. Not that you'd have any way to get to Ibiza this week, but that's not the point. We got better weather than Ibiza. So what I might just do is I'm going to add a little bit more colour to some of those leaves. So with the new set of brushes, you get this really fine one. You kind of get a medium one, and then you get a lovely thick brush. So for bigger areas. So yeah, you can use the re-inkers. Obviously all the re-inkers are available, but if you don't want to make that investment, as I say, just be brave and squidge your pad together, and it just transfers a little bit of ink. So depending on how artistic you are, you can, I might just add a little bit of saffron as well. So essentially I've still got I mean, I'm using a different, I'm just onto my eternal favourite of shimmery white. But I'm just using my ink pads, and I've added in the option of using an aqua painter there. Then I'm just going to close those down like that. So then I've got my mask for my trees, so I'm going to pop that over the top, because I think I've lost my big flower. So again, just because I love Magenta Madness so much, I'm going to put one of these flowers behind. I'm going to do it there. So we are slightly losing some of the detail, but we can paint some of that in, because the mask is slightly deeper. Doesn't always allow all that detail to pick up. So the smaller your mask is, the more it will pick that detail up. But that's where these kind of Stamp Right markers, or again you could go in with your brush tip, or a combination of both. So it depends how artistic you are feeling at the time. I'm just taking that a little bit closer, and I might well, quite impressed that I've got all these inks out, and currently I don't have no ink on me, so I'm literally just squeezing that together, and it's transferring. You don't need it to transfer a whole heap of it, but just picking that up with the brush. So I think I might put another flower at the top there. Hold on, I'm just going to turn the paper around as I'm inking from this direction. There is a fab pineapple as well in this set, so I might just throw a bit of pineapple at it as well. So I'm going to darken those areas where, again, Stampin' Up have kindly given us the detail of the flower. So you can do it darker in those areas, and then by pouring, not pouring, squeeze it. There's a little, on these new ones, there's a little push to give us a nice easy indicator of where it's going to, how the water's going to come out. I'm just going to fill in that, so taking it out from dark. I find it quite therapeutic doing this. I like a bit of colouring in. And in nature, flowers aren't always perfectly even, so it's entirely up to you how you interpret your colouring. But again, it's still using whatever ink pads you happen to have. And adding more water just makes it paler. Actually, what I really need to do is make really dark that, whatever the word is. What's the bit that the bee gets its pollen from? I say stamen, but I'm not 100% sure that's correct. But anyway, you know what I mean. Sorry, I feel like I go off in a little zone there with my painting. I'm just painting and then I'm like, oh no, I'm live, I need to be talking too. So, do as I say, don't do as I do. I do not generally recommend taking your aqua painter to your ink pad, but because I just wanted the tiniest little bit of misty moonlight, I've just taken it to the edge. The danger of doing that is you're obviously making your ink more fluid. So I quite fancy doing another one. I'm going to do it slightly. I'm going to take the mask slightly over, and I'm going to do that there, and then my greeting's going to go up there. So I'm not going to do it in magenta, I'm going to do it in So Saffron, I think. Make sure that's, yep. As I say, these Magenta Madness is a pretty strong colour, so you do need to make sure that you have got it off your ink pad before you go inking anything else. So yeah, I'm just going to do that one there, then a greeting. It's going to go up there. So actually I might do some smaller flowers. My greeting, let's do it in Misty Moonlight just because I can. And hairdressers, it's official from the 4th of July. Not sure how my hairdresser's going to run it because I was lucky, I literally had my hair done just before lockdown. So I wonder whether they've got people that have been waiting a lot longer for their haircuts. But I am embracing the grey. So lockdown has meant that I've seen more of my roots than I have seen for many, many years. In fact, in some areas it looks like I don't have roots. So bleach my hair to it. Oh, just have to mask that little bit there. My hair gets bleached to within an inch of its life. I'm going to have to mask that one there just to... So this is why it's always handy to keep your masks handy. Just want to make sure I don't go over anywhere that I don't want ink. And take that all those off and see what we've got. That's quite cute, isn't it? Palm trees, very tropical. Not going to add colour to those smaller ones. Might just go a little bit of extra saffron on my... Nope, so saffron. So yes, I think because I had my hair done just before lockdown, I might be on the very end of their list, but as I say, embracing the grey. Although I fear it may make me look even more like my mother than I do anyway, because I'm pretty sure I'm going grey in exactly the same way that she's gone grey. It's not a bad thing looking like your mother, but I am 52 and she is... What does that make her? 77. So as long as people don't think I look like I'm 77, then we're alright. Just going to add... You're laughing at me looking like my mum. Just adding a little bit of detail into there. See, then just get all those bits out of the way. I think we could... Just going to move my ink pads because I'm just going to... If I can speak correctly. Apparently not. Oh look, first inky finger. That is a bit of a miracle for me, to be fair. So you know, the world is your oyster. So what we have to consider, actually, do you know what, I'm going to shut those because I really don't want ink all over the papers I'm about to. So I've used Magenta Madness, Coastal Cabana and So Saffron. Oh, I've also used a bit of Misty Moonlight. So, maybe... So this is on a smaller base to allow for a background colour. Anybody got any thoughts on card base colour? Because essentially we could, it's quite nice on the, that's not a bad little combo, is it? Or we could do it the other way around on that one. Or we could just do whatever. Not so convinced by that one. How about, what's on the other side of that one? How about, I think it needs to go that way. Don't ask me why, just do. Well, it looks a little bit, oh, that's quite nice. Anybody got any thoughts? Give Facebook a few moments to... So I'm just watching the video to see where the video's up to, so I don't rush into colour choices. If you're all thinking, oh, I think it ought to be. I'm just having a ribbon thought while I'm just thinking. Right, we're caught up, so when you say bumblebee, you mean so saffron. It's so saffron. It's technically it's so saffron, but yeah, okay. Yeah, this one. I'm just wondering if I could maybe put a little bit of. Oh, look at you! Look, nobody ever agrees. Oh, now the blue card and the pink. So the pink is definitely the winner, isn't it, on the paper? It's alright, Kim. I'm just messing with you. I've got 2 for the yellow and pink. I was just having a little whether a bow would have to probably be in the gold. Just a bit of. I'm ordering the. So we've got a winner with the yellow and the pink. Whichever yellow it is, eh? Yeah, we don't have to all remember the exact colour names. So essentially my card base is 10.5 by 14.9. So I cut 1/2 centimetre off each side of the designer series paper. I just love these packs in the colours. So that's, ooh, that's the, ooh, we might have got away with it or not. No, didn't get away with it. That's a disadvantage of using snail. That slipped slightly as I put that on, so it's slightly irritating. And then I've taken a full centimetre off from the card base, so that each layer then shows a little bit behind. It definitely needs some. So I've braved it with tape on both of those. Got away with it on the first one, not quite on the second one, but that's fine. Just maybe we could go. Where's my in colour enamel dots? Or those clear ones, or the white ones. I'm not sure they'll work. In the holiday collection we have Coastal Cabana Shaded Sprues. No, it's pumpkin pie, so that's actually that's a good idea, isn't it? You could do a card that entirely focused on those holiday rhinestones. Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler and Pumpkin Pie. Might do that one day. I've also got these little bronze. Ooh, they might look quite nice. Now to go in colour dots or oh gosh, I need to order some more of those. I was going to suggest those, but I've only got the big ones. I think they're too big. Those little, oh dear, I've got things sticking to things all over the place. Oh, I've got. I might go with the. Oh, you normally are a bit of a blue. The Misty Moonlight is nice though. I'm going to go with Blossom. Go with some of the. bronzy ones. Not even sure. I can't even remember what these ones are called. They're just nice. They're just pretty. Just adds a little bit of bling to the affair, doesn't it? So that's quite a... Just love all the colours. Could probably improve my painting skills, but everything's a learning curve. We're still using stamp inks and paper, and you know, the only way we're really kind of building it up now is by using extra papers, coloured card. What I might have to play with one of these... Excuse me. I just love these laser cut. My fern doesn't really go. But what I'm thinking is we could... Right, how big is that card base? That's what we need to double check. Yeah, that's fine. We've got enough to put... Might make that slightly smaller. Put a greeting in there, and although I might focus on Magenta Madness. Just thinking flowers around the outside with that, and then the lovely greeting there. On something. Obviously it's got to be... Look, that's almost a perfect fit. Obviously we don't want to stamp straight onto the gold. We're going to need to put it onto a base. Pineapple! How about some fun pineapples? Might have to. I'm going to put some pineapples around the greeting, and I'm going with Magenta Madness. I'm going to put some big old tropical flowers. What colours did I use last time? Look at the mess I'm getting in. So I'm just going to pop these around the... Oh. Oh. Did you realise what I just did? Or instead of going to my ink pad, I went to my cleaning pad then. You have a slight double... Actually, let's use the other side. Let's ink it up rather than clean it off. It doesn't work very well when making a card. Because these aren't cling stamps, it is virtually impossible to line it up in the same way. Honestly. So I normally go around saying I'm showing off my blonde credentials, but if I'm embracing grey, how am I going to say in the future? And then... Actually, I'm going to use some of those smaller flowers, which means I'm going to need to mask my big one. Let's do... Just working out where they need to be. I'm going to stick with two colours. Actually, let's go Misty Moonlight and mask that off and pop a flower there. Actually, I might do them all multicolours. Oh, what the hell? It's the sun, it just makes me feel more colourful. Go randomly off on some random. Then, oh, we have a coastal cabana up there. Keeping your masks handy. I think if I mount that on, that definitely needs to be on, what's his name's? What do I mean by what's his name? Dimensionals. Do I need a bit more colour if I'm... Oh, actually, I might just throw some... I'm going to do some pineapples on the greeting. I might just... No, just to not cause myself any problems, I am going to pop a mask on. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to do my pineapple in... Oh, that's a whole thumb knuckle gone into the ink. I'm going to ink my pineapple up in Granny Apple Green, and then I'm going to paint in a bit of So Saffron into the... Oh, let's just go crazy tropical. Well, I've done that one because I don't think there's space for a pineapple there, is there? We're going to go upside down pineapple now. How's that going to look? No space for a pineapple down there, I don't think. Which I might sponge around the edge. Might be the thing I'm going to do. I just love it when you can hear the cogs whirring there. Little thought probe. Oh God, what is wrong with me? Got hazelnut coffee. It's gone to my head. So I'm just going to add a bit of So Saffron around that. I mean, I'm no artist, but I mean, some people with artistic talent, their painting and use of blends is incredible. I'm not in that group, but I still think I think we can all create something beautiful. So all these cards, I've used the same set. I've added a few, you know, maybe dimensionals, embellishments. You know, as I say, I've got the Stampin' Up brushes. You could use any paintbrush and just keep it wet. If you didn't want to invest in that, you could just buy the stamp set and a few inks. Pick your favourite colours. Just go for it. I think it's all just about giving it a go. I might actually, I feel the need. I have my scissors up, there we go. I'm just going to chop off some of these leaves. Just because it shows off the thing a little bit more. I'm not going to keep those because I won't stand a chance of finding them again. They're that small. But if you're good at keeping small things and... Oh, so that's kind of going to go there. So I need a little... Oh, my bin's not there anymore. What I need... So this is where we're kind of stepping it up because I need... Oh, actually... We've got a punch that might just fit in that little gap. Oh, if I can... Gosh, you want one punch, they all come out. So what I'm thinking is size-wise, that's going to fit on quite well. Will my greeting fit in? I think it might. Let's see. Let's find us a little... So I'll always keep my bits of scrap paper because I'm going to do Misty Moonlight. Keep the bits of scrap because they're great for greetings. So what I can do, fingers crossed this works. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. So that's going to fit on there. And then there is a die punch for that pineapple. So I'm going to, a die cut. I'd be brilliant if I could speak properly, wouldn't I? So I'm going to do a couple of pineapples and I'm going to die cut them. So again, this is where you need obviously more equipment when you're crafting. Let's do 3 in case we need them. So a die cutting does require a Big Shot or other type of machine. I am going to... I've lost me so saffron, I've just opened it right in front of my nose. Oh, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. I'm just going to colour in again, just... I'm not even sure that pineapples are actually that yellow, are they? I feel the need to paint it in yellow, but... I don't generally buy pineapples. It was only when before my mum and dad could get their online food shopping that I realised they have a lot of pineapples. Well, when I say a lot, you know, like they have a weekly pineapple. Oh, to be fair, David makes a nice pineapple upside down cake, but then we just use tin pineapple. Life's a bit short, I think, for cutting up a pineapple, but that's just me. So I'm just going to use my little die cut, so bear with me a second and then we'll have 3 little pineapples cut out. Just to add a little quirkiness. So you got that, if you picked up that clunk clunk, that's because I put the die straight on in my Big Shot. If you want less of a clunk clunk, put an angle on your die as you're cutting. It is slightly better for your machine. But if you saw the state of my... At any moment I think those plates are going to give up the ghost. So, pineapples now, so I think they'd look rather cute just popping their little heads out from around. Oh, actually that one might just go on top. That one's going to go on top and that one's right. Okay, so let's see where we are going with this. You just never know, do you? Now I've lost, there it is. like plain look behind you. So I'm thinking that one's going to go on top, that one's going to... I'll just lay it across that corner. Then my greeting's going to go there. So these I'm just snailing. Oh, actually, before I do that, oh, you know when you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, when you're, oh no, that's got a pretty peacock on it. Your draining board is covered in sponges. So I did oh, I know something I meant to show off today and I forgot. I was going to use a bit of block stamping. That's all right, that can wait for another day. What did I use all my sponges for yesterday? God, I can't even remember now what I did on yesterday's live. But yeah, all my sponges had to have a little wash and a little douse in Zoflorum. Didn't think that little one's going to fly off there. Who doesn't love a bit of tropical? There's only one upside down pineapple. It's fine, isn't it? So I'm going to add put 4 and 1 in the middle, just for luck. Is everybody gonna have to work in this heat? Mind you, saying that, I've got to dig the garden. Some digging that needs doing, so knew I should have finished it yesterday when it was cooler. I'm aching today for it though, so what I'm thinking is this one is going to go on the Misty Moonlight, and it might, how about, maybe we need a Magenta Madness. Oh, I see the green's not doing it for me. We might have to, oh, do you know what I might do? How about a plain? Let's go a bit plain. Misty Moonlight and just a plain card base, then a card on top. Rather cute, although I might just edge that. So this I will cut. Not cut that way, Marie. Nearly messed that up then. So 14.4 by 10. So I'm taking that ½ centimetre off each side. Means that will sit on there. And I might, oh, see, look at that. Just feel that I want to sponge around the edge of that. Is that the one that I was just using? Yes, it was. I'm going to do it in Misty Moonlight. Is everybody else fine? Because when these new ink colours were launched, I was a bit nonplussed by most of them, other than Cinnamon Cider, because it was completely different to anything that we had. And now I'm like, can't stop using them. Do that with ink colours all the time. kind of like, nah, I've got my favourites, and then it's like, oh no, this is my favourite. Because yeah, Magenta Madness at one point I was like, whew, it's a bit bright, need my sunglasses, one permanently for that. And now I absolutely love it. Such a vibrant colour. They are, and do you know, I don't know how they do it, and I don't know how fashion people do it either. And I can't remember what I was looking at the other day. But it's so around in fashion, all these colours. So just by sponging around the edge a little bit, just elevates it a little bit. So, you know, it's as you craft, you can build up supplies. This is not the first level of cards that you try. You start with a bit of stamping and a bit of inking and adding in a paintbrush or a few embellishments, and then as your confidence grows, as you build up your supplies, I think it's unrealistic. I've been making cards for say 30 years, probably not 30, 25 years. So I have a lot of supplies and a lot of colours and lots of going to use some of these. So definitely the technique is to fold the plastic backing back to lift these off. Might just put one there and one in that little gap there. So yes, I have a lot of supplies and a lot of different products. So those masks I'm just going to pop in the box. So again, I keep the die cuts with my stamp sets. So by keeping the masks in there, it makes it nice and easy for me when I want to craft again, although now I've lost the thing for my scissors. So yeah, when we start out, we can make beautiful cards with, you know, especially the note cards. Obviously they come note cards and envelopes. So we've just got ink, and we can use the masking technique. That just requires a post-it note. And then we can go slightly more crazy. We use the masking there. And then I've added more of a layer, more layers, got more pineapple with the last one. So there we go. We've got a mix of, you know, kind of our standard colours and the new in colours. And yeah, slightly tropical. So yeah, that's Timeless Tropical. So hopefully you've enjoyed today. And I look forward to seeing you again. What day is it? It's Wednesday tomorrow, so I'll be 6 o'clock again tomorrow. It's Wednesday, so we'll be playing with a one sheet wonder. And oh, I might put a little post out. I'm going to put a little post out as to what colour. I'm going to do a single colour, but I'll give you the choice as to what colours you want me to do. So look out for that post, and then I will create a one sheet wonder tomorrow, as it is Wednesday. So hopefully see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Enjoy your evening and stay cool. Take care of yourselves. See you. Bye.